Good morning. So I am going to be talking about the carnivore diet again. I just finished my third week, or I guess an easier way to put it is I am currently on my, let's see, how can I rephrase that? I'm on day 22 of the carnivore diet. Let's put it that way. It makes it easier to remember and say. So far things are going well. I have a doctor appointment, I believe, next week, and so I'm normally not excited to go see my doctor, but in this particular case I am a little excited to go and see my doctor because they always weigh me, when I go in, before I actually go into the room. And so I'm anxious, very anxious actually, to see what my weight is, if I've lost any weight yet. Granted, it's only been a little over 3 weeks since I started the diet, but other people who are on the diet said they started shedding weight almost immediately, like within the first 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm curious to see if I've shed any weight yet, and if not, it's not a big deal. I'm not concerned about it yet. I still have 60 more days to go because I am doing the 90-day challenge. But anyway, just to kind of recap a little bit, last week I talked about some of the perks and benefits of going on the carnivore diet. And one of those is obviously losing weight. One of the other perks that I'm really counting on is losing my rosacea. That's why my face is red. It's called rosacea. It's supposed to clear up any autoimmune issues, which is what this is. Rosacea is an autoimmune issue. I've heard other people say, that it's cleared up their acne problems, their asthma is gone, anxiety and depression have disappeared. Quite a few of them have showed, like there's one guy who has this basket that he keeps right next to his computer, and it's literally full of medications that he no longer has to take, because when he went on the carnivore diet, it completely cleared up all his issues, and he's been going to the doctor regularly to do checkups, and everything is normal. Everything has gone back to normal for him. So I'm super excited and hoping that that works for me as well. The losing the weight, getting rid of the rosacea. I know I mentioned last week that I have stomach issues. My stomach issues are now almost completely gone. I would say probably another week or two, and my stomach issues will be completely gone. My excuse me, my bowel movements are for the most part back to normal, which makes me really happy. Another thing I had mentioned is, and I didn't go into detail, is the 4 tiers of the carnivore diet and which one you can actually do. So I want to talk about that a little bit. So there's 4 tiers. The very top tier is the what they call the lion's diet, and that is strictly meat, nothing else. No dairy, no fruit, no vegetables, nothing, no sauces, just meat, salt, and water. That's it. And then on the second tier, you have meat. Oh my goodness, I can't think this morning. I don't remember. I don't remember what they call the second tier. I'll have to go back and look that up. But anyway, essentially, it's all meats. So your beef, pork, chicken, turkey, goat, lamb, bison. And then on the third tier, you can start adding in like eggs, bacon, deli meats, as long as you stay away from anything that's like processed or has sugar or carbs in it. You can get deli meats or other meats that don't have, that aren't processed or have those other ingredients. Like for the pork, you need to make sure it's uncured, because generally when they cure pork, sugar is added to it. So you want to make sure there's no, you want to make sure it's uncured. And then the fourth tier, you have all that, like all the meats, the bacon, the eggs and whatnot, and dairy. So you can start adding some dairy. But again, it's the same thing. You need to make sure to watch out for the carbs and the sugars, that there's none at all, or no more than 1 gram of each one. And then it also depends. So like you want to put in 1 dairy at a time. So like, let's say cream cheese, for example. Okay, you start with cream cheese. If that doesn't mess with your system, your body, or your stomach, cool. You can start using cream cheese a little more regularly. Not often, but at least a little more regularly. And then say the following week, you want to try sour cream. Cool. If it doesn't mess with your system, there you go. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But it's not, and you can start at any of those 4 levels that you want to start at. I started on, excuse me. I started on the 2nd level down because I gotta have my bacon and eggs. I love bacon and eggs. I never used to be able to eat eggs before I started this diet, because they would just tear my stomach up something horrible. And now I can eat eggs. It's kind of weird, but I love it, because I love eggs. I've always loved eggs. And that's where I'm going to stay, well, between that, because I eat more meat than I do the bacon and the eggs. Like, I only do the bacon and the eggs for breakfast. Well, let me rephrase that. I only do the bacon for breakfast. I occasionally throw eggs in at dinner time as well. Like, I'll have maybe hamburger patty and eggs, or steak and eggs. It just depends. But in any case, I use the 2nd tier for my diet. After the 90 days, after the 90-day challenge is up, then I might try adding in a little bit of dairy with that, just because I do like my sour cream and my cream cheese. But that's probably as far as I'll take it. For other people, I know that, they can add in the fruits and vegetables, but you need to do it the same way when you're trying to introduce dairy back into your diet. You want to do the same thing with fruits and vegetables. Pick a vegetable, try it out. If it doesn't bother your system, then cool. Just watch out for, like, the amount of sugars and whatnot that's in each item that you're trying out. Same thing with fruit. Unfortunately, fruit has a lot of natural sugar, and that's not good. So Well, I guess it depends on who you ask, or what doctor you talk to, because people seem to have varying opinions about that, and that's fine. For me personally, I probably will not go back to fruit eating simply because of all the sugar that's in the fruit. I'll probably just stay on the carnivore diet but I'll probably stay with the 4th tier where I can still have my dairy, because that's still a meat. So basically anything that comes from meat, as long as your body can handle it. If you start feeling sick or not well, then it's pretty easy to pinpoint, okay, this is what's causing the problem, so we'll remove that. And then after about a week or 2, your system should be back to normal again. I listen to, as far as videos are concerned, I listen to Dr. Ken Berry regularly, and I listen to Steak and Butter Gal regularly, because they seem to have like a lot of information regarding the do's and don'ts, and how you can start, which tier do you want to start on. Is like they help you out, like very, very much. They help you out, because they want to make sure that that you're comfortable with doing whatever it is you're doing, and what your goals are, and they'll help you achieve those goals. Like, my goal obviously is to drop all this lovely weight that I have, and to, get rid of my rosacea. I didn't put any makeup on yet this morning, but I will be later, just simply because I don't like the red. I want the red to be gone. And so I'll put makeup on to cover all that up. Mainly because it's embarrassing for me, but anyway, they help you, keep track of your goals, and they help you, stay focused. They have the Steak and Butter Gal has a really, really good support group. So like if I have, if I'm stuck with something, or if I'm having issues or struggling with something, then I know I can go to that group and let them know what's going on, and they'll respond back to me and give me some advice, or maybe a little bit of direction on what I need to do. And I really, really like that and appreciate that. But anyway, I think that's all I have for this week. I will get back to you next week, probably after my doctor appointment, so that I can share with you whether I've, dropped any weight or not. Anyway, don't forget to hit the like button, and please, please, please leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe. Catch y'all next week.